Good morning. It's Monday, 4/27. Only 20 days left of school, believe it or not. Anyways, I hope you have a great weekend. Today we are going to look at spheres. Spheres are basically basketball, volleyball. Earth is a sphere, so we're talking about 3D shape. So the book did a better job of it, but I tried to show you a sphere right here. They have to give you the radius every time, pretty much. Radius equals 8 centimeters in this one. Okay, so what you need to know is always use this formula when you're doing volume. It's 4 pi r to the third, all divided by 3. So what I went ahead and did, because the math gets kind of big, is I went 4 times 3.14 for pi times 8 to the third. I did that all in my calculator, and see, I kept writing divided by 3 because that's easy to forget. But on top, you get 6,430.72 divided by 3, and that equals 2,143.6. This would be your answer. Now, I want you to know that the answer in the book is going to be bigger than this because they use the pi button. So if you go to check in the back and your answer is not right, but it's close, but a little bit smaller, you're okay. So you did it correctly. If you want to hit the pi button instead right here, you'll get exactly what the book has, and you're welcome to do that. Okay, so that's for volume. That means how much like air the volleyball would hold would be 2,143.6 centimeters cubed of air. So we're talking about little cubes in there. Now surface area is kind of cool. Same thing. Maybe this might be a golf ball. The surface area is actually equal to 4 circles. So I don't know how that works out, but if you put 4 circles, it's 4 pi r squared. So anyways, this is our formula. We put our numbers in, 4 times 3.14 for pi times 64, and we get 803.8 centimeters squared, which is your answer. Again, this is going to be smaller than what the book has because the book hits the pi button, and you're welcome to hit the pi button to see if you get exactly what the book does. Okay, I want to review a couple things on your quizzes. Your quizzes were okay, but you guys had a little rough spot when you did cylinders for surface area and when you did cones for surface area. So what I do in this to make sure I don't miss anything, which quite a few of you did, is I think about what shapes it takes to make this. So for surface area, it takes a circle plus another circle plus that rectangle that wraps all the way around both circles, like the label on a soup can I showed you. And so if I want to do surface area, I see that I have 2 circles, so that's 2 times pi r squared, plus a rectangle is base times height, but remember our base of a rectangle actually wraps around the circle, so I want to put pi times d times height. And some of you missed that part there. So the surface area is going to be equal to 2 times 3.14 times, the radius would be 10, 10 squared would be 100, plus 3.14 times, diameter is 20, times the height is 8. Okay, so when we do this out, I get the surface area equals, this would be 628, plus this over here would be 502.4, I believe. Went ahead and did that, and so if I add those two together, we get 1130.4, and it would be feet squared. So 1,130.4 feet squared. I did that in my head, so that should be right, but double check me with a calculator if you want. Okay, the last one I want to look at was the surface area for a cone. Well, a cone on the outside is built with a circle plus that funky looking triangle that went around like this. Okay, so the circle is going to be pi r squared, plus the triangle is going to be base times height divided by 2. Again, the base is pi times d because this part here is what wrapped around the circle one time. So the base is pi times d. The height is out here on the edge. Okay, so that's what you always want to use. It's called the slant height. And then divide by 2 because it's a triangle. Some of you missed that. Okay, now notice that they gave us, well, let's go ahead and do this. Pi r squared would be 3.14 times, if this is 10, that means 5 squared, that means 25, plus this would be 3.14 times diameter is 10 times. Now there's 2 heights in here, And that confused some of you. The height, I don't want to use the inside height. That's for volume. I want to use the slat outside heights. So that's times 12. And then that's all has to be divided by 2. So 3.14 times 25 is 78.5. Plus this right here is 3 times 120 is 376, but I have to divide that by 2. So that is approximately 150, 163.4. Again, check my math on that. I just kind of did that quickly in my head using that up there. And then we have to add, oh, there goes Peppa Pig. And then we have to add these two together. And so I add 78.5 to this, and we get 9, 11, 1, 14, 1, 241.9 centimeters squared. Okay, so I gave you a little bit of review on that. That's what the second page is, 1, 2, 3, and 6. I want you to practice surface area on those. And then on page 718, 2 through 7, is doing volume and surface area for spheres. A big idea here is what they want volume for a sphere, make sure you use this formula. If they want surface area for a sphere, then make sure you use this formula. So this should be pretty simple, and that is just review. Okay, have a great Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow.